Hello everyone, here at osandvtxreviews.com. Today we're giving you our full review of the Apple Pro keyboard. Now what this is a USB 2.8 keyboard for both Macs and actually PCs, which is not something directly stated by Apple, but this works because it's a USB 2.0 connection jack connected to your Windows XP or Windows 7, whatever Windows system, and you're also ready to go. From a design standpoint, you might be thinking, well, what makes this really different from other keyboards, 2.0 keyboards? Well, what's different is really design as we've kind of expected from Apple, in the long run, in an aesthetic standpoint. The first thing you'll notice is that in direct sunlight, the keys on this is actually translucent. The camera may not be doing a great job of picking this up, but the keys really are translucent, and in direct sunlight, you will be able to see through the keys, and they look kind of bluish, marine blue, which is a very cool dark blue color. Another thing you notice is that the overlaying concept is wrapped in this nice one-piece plastic. The plastic is clear, and that's another cool kind of tinge. You also notice that it includes 2 additional USB hubs on either side of the keyboard. And that means that when we're using one port up with the computer, we've basically got another port, 2 ports open, which basically means we get one more port in addition to plugging this in, which is a cool a little addition because we were so limited to USB 2.0 ports with laptop systems. This really is a treat for people who want to actually use more USBs and more speakers and more sound systems, more microphones, more whatever for their computer. Taking a look further, this is actually quite a heavy keyboard. It's entirely clear on the sides, and you also notice that the device kind of has this nice arc to it, which makes it a cool little look. You also notice that in addition we have the kickstand propped up. This kickstand can be propped down if you don't want the keyboard to stand up at this particular angle, and you can kind of turn that off. Turning the keyboard over, we kind of look at more of the design of this. We have the Apple logo. Again, the kickstand that we were talking about, which can be turned down. Let me just show you that. We found that the kickstand was, fairly useful. However, it was a little bit weak and fragile. It's not going to break easily. It's just, you have to kind of lift it with both hands in order to make it go up at once. And it's made it kind of out of plastic. Otherwise, the device on the back also looks very elegant. And not that you're going to be looking at the back, but it's just a side note. So overall, it's a very good construction, and it looks very solid and looks something state-of-the-art as we've kind of expected from Apple. Now for the downfalls. Now the first one, it goes with the cord. Now the USB 2.0 cord is actually really short on this laptop, which means that if we were using this for a desktop keyboard, if we plugged it into the bottom of our desktop and then put the keyboard on a higher desk, it's not going to be able to stretch that long, which means that we're going to have to use our own extension cord somehow to use this keyboard for different desktop solutions. So definitely the cord is a short cord, so it's not going to be able to stretch very long. That's something you have to look into and try first if you're going to pick this one up. Otherwise though, this remains very good. It's basically a plug and play keyboard. You plug it in. You might be thinking, well, how does the typing experience itself work? It's actually a very good typing experience. It reminds us very much of a mechanical keyboard, and that is really good because all the keys makes is satisfying click when you type on them. It's a very solid experience. It makes nice thumps, and we got used to this keyboard actually really fast. Typing on it was a breeze due to the mechanical-like sounds, due to the clickiness and the tactileness of the buttons, which was all laid out very nicely. On the right-hand side, we have an additional number pad. The keys are kind of matted too, so they're nice to press. Not going to slide all over the place. So you have the number pad. We also have function keys on the top, number keys. Pretty traditional. We have an Apple key, or if you have a Windows, it's a Windows key. Overall, a great keyboard for stylists and just users alike who want to type a little faster because it reminds us of a mechanical keyboard, want something that looks really nice and is pretty much of an upgrade to your normal keyboard on your laptop or a desktop. The Apple Pro keyboard is a great device to get. Just make sure this cord is long enough for your solution when you're working in your office or at home. Thank you for watching.